Hey girl, I just saw a video from Hair Jordan, Queen Jordan herself, talking about how your mindset is what creates luck in this world. And the more that you think lucky, the more that you feel that you're a lucky person or a lucky woman, the better that your luck is going to be. I have firsthand experience with thinking lucky and attracting the dream life that I now have as a woman that used to be homeless in New York City, sleeping in a one bed, one room with my kids in a cramped room in South Jamaica, Queens, in one of the poorest neighborhoods in the city, to now living my dream high-rise, dream luxury apartment life where I can see 3 boroughs at one time looking out my window, living in the modern building that I always wanted to live in. And here's the thing about thinking lucky and attracting luck. This is a powerful manifestation tool that I help women through as a life coach that definitely believes in the lucky girl syndrome and manifestation methods to attract your dream opportunities, your dream man, your dream partner, your dream life, your dream apartment. And I want to give you some quick tips on how to attract more luck into your life. Tip number 1 is that you need to intentionally put yourself in the environment that you wish to be in. If you're currently living in the hood or the projects like I used to do, okay? When I was homeless in this very city, I intentionally spent time in the wealthiest areas of New York City. And the funny thing about my life, especially looking through my astrology chart, is that my life has a very cyclical nature to it. I first started my life in New York City on the Upper East Side. I rented this insane apartment on the Upper East Side. It was a studio. It was $6,000 a month. Little Lydia was getting it. Okay, I was young and I was having it, and it was all me, nobody else. Okay, I have a video about that apartment on my profile if you're curious. But when I went through a very tough time in this city several years later, after I was abandoned by my entire family after a tech layoff, and then I moved to New York City for this $500,000 job offer from a big tech company, and that tech company rescinded the offer because they were doing layoffs. It felt like my life was falling apart. And as a privileged suburban Black girl, I felt like I was entering into a timeline that I never wanted, that I did not see myself living in much longer. And so what I did the first night when I was in this one room, one bed homeless shelter, okay, I sat down at our little tiny desk and I wrote out a definite plan on how to get out of this current reality and this timeline. I never accepted it. And it's why I spent time in Hudson Yards, which, if you know anything about New York City, Hudson Yards is very far away from South Jamaica, Queens. When my kids and I were running our errands, I intentionally chose to run our errands in Midtown Queens at the Queens Center Target, which is still one of my favorite Targets to this day. We spent time on Long Island in Valley Stream, New York for better shopping experiences and for fresher food, because at the time in South Jamaica, Queens, it was a food desert. There were no grocery stores. None of the grocery stores, not even a corner grocery store. Like, we were truly in a food desert. To get to a true grocery store, we had to get almost to Midtown Queens to get to a nice grocery store with a great fresh selection of food and produce that wasn't just discarded and thrown at the outer boroughs. Like it happens in major cities. And spending time in wealthy spaces trained my mind to see luxury and wealth and a rich lifestyle as normal. And it honestly healed my nervous system as well, because when you're living in an economically depressed area, you're dealing with a lot more crime. You're dealing with a lot of being overly surveyed when you go to local stores, meaning you can't even bring your bag and shop around the store because there's so much shoplifting that happens. But having my kids get out of that environment, which was very important to me every single day. When I tell you every single day, I was like, oh, we're going to Bryant Park. Oh, we're going to Hudson Yards. Oh, we're going to go to Williamsburg. Okay. Oh, we're going to go here. Hey, we're going to the Upper East Side. That showed my children and myself that we wanted to live and attracted more opportunities to our life. The second way that you can attract more luck and opportunities into your life is to surround yourself with women that are at least 3 or 4 steps ahead of where you want to be. For many women, they will probably never do this because they feel a secret like competition between other women. And when you're in a situation in your life, like maybe you are going through a tough phase, that is the time for you to get around women that know what the frick they're doing, okay? That is the time for you to be around women that can put you on, whether that's with your career, whether that's with your finances, your appearance, your looks, your wardrobe, like how you dress, how you do your makeup. Put yourself around women that know what to do and have proven that through their lifestyle, because they're going to have a lot of great advice for you. They're not going to look down on you because they have gotten their life to the point where it is their dream lifestyle and it's their accomplishment, and they don't see women as competition at that level. It's only women that haven't accomplished much in their life, women that have centered men all of their life, women that put themselves last. Those are the types of women that are in competition with you. But get around women that have successfully made it to the stage of life where you want to be. And my last tip for attracting more luck into your life is to truly believe and embody the woman that you want to become. And again, when you're going through a tough time, when you don't have a lot of money, okay? And listen, I've been there, and I will say this every single day, because I think a lot of women come on the app who have achieved their dream life, right? And are living that, and it's like, what do you know about struggle? Like, what do you know about swiping an EBT card at the grocery store and it being declined? Like, what do you know about like going to Dollar Tree even and only having like $12 to last the week? I've been through that, and I've successfully overcome that. And so when you are going through a tough time, right, and you're trying to attract more luck, I want you, sorry, the sun keeps saying, it keeps going in and out. I want you to truly embody the woman that you want to become. When I was sitting in my one-room homeless shelter in South Jamaica, Queens, I imagined the woman that I am today. I'm like, what is she doing? I'm getting up early, okay? I'm planning out my day. I'm time blocking my day. I have multiple life coaching clients, and so I have to be very strict with my schedule and my time to manage all of the women that I'm currently coaching in my life coaching programs. When I was homeless in this city, and at night, right before I fell asleep, I was like, what is her night routine? Is she waking up at the last possible minute? Does she have her clothes ready for the next day? Are they pressed, iron, starched, like ready to go? And I started moving like the woman that I am now, the woman that is a stay-at-home mom, the woman that has overcome and beat the odds that were thrown at her, the woman that gets to create content for a living and has her dream life coaching business where I help women get to the next stage of their life. And I started moving, acting, thinking, and behaving like the woman that I am today. Now, when you're in a low moment of your life, you're gonna look absolutely crazy. People thought I was crazy for doing my hair and my makeup every day in the homeless shelter. They were like, where are you going? Like, are you going to work? Like, why is your hair curled? Like, why do you have on so much makeup? Like, why are you wearing kitten heels? Like, they did. They looked at me like I was crazy, and it didn't faze me, and I didn't care because I didn't want to identify as the woman that had nothing. I no longer wanted to identify as the woman that didn't have a job, that didn't have money coming in. I wanted to identify as the comfortable and put together woman that I am today. And it didn't matter what anybody thought about that, okay? You have to go after the life that you want. That is how you attract more luck and more opportunities into your life. And if you found this helpful, girl, definitely give me a follow. I'll be sharing more realistic and also some manifesting tips for getting what you want out of your desired timeline.